Hey, this is Nikki from Nana's Quilt Cottage. Well, you know we've been working on the temperature quilt and I wanted to tell you that I'm taking it a new turn. I want to make it more than just a temperature quilt, but a life quilt this year in my life. So we're going to be adding a little bit of embroidery. And I asked Suzanne if she'd use her amazing embroidery skills and stitch a little snowflake on one of my blocks, because I'm going to want to stitch a snowflake on all the days it snowed. And on January 1st, I went snowmobiling for the first time and it snowed while we were there. So I want to put a snowflake on my January 1st block. So Suzanne's going to show you here on her block, on one of my blocks, how to make a snowflake.
Hi everyone. The snowflake can be done extremely simple. I'm taking one of our friction pins and my ruler, and I have Nikki's little square here. I'm going to make a straight line, and then we're going to put an X right through the center. A snowflake can be done very easily with an X and a straight line. And then what we're going to do, I will show you how to do a simple stem stitch that can be the lines on our snowflake. After you get it on your quilt, all you have to do is put a few little snowflake lines on here. Make it look like a real pretty little snowflake. And these pins, as you know, the friction pins, iron right off. So, you know, keep it simple. All it has to do is symbolize that on this day, we had snow. So see, I've put a simple little block on. Now, I'm going to show you the one that I did. It's a little larger, so it's easier to see. It's the same principle. It's an X with a line through the center. And I've done a stitch that is called a straight stitch. I took two pieces of embroidery floss, one dark blue and one light blue. Have a knot on the back of my cloth. I'm going to come up from the back of the fabric on my outside snowflake line. And it's a very simple stitch. You want to take maybe a 1/16 of an inch back. You're working left to right. And as you stitch, you're placing your needle into the left and pulling it to the right. It's a very simple stitch. It's a basic embroidery stitch. And as you get to the top, all you have to do, we're at the top, so I'm going to put my needle down, come over here, pull it out, and make one of my little side arms for my snowflake. And then you can reach to the other side, do an embroidery stitch, thread down, come up at your next bar that's coming off your snowflake branch. Do one simple stitch and a simple stitch, one on the right, one on the left. Work your way down the branch. And if you want to get real fancy, you can add a few French knots just to make it look like a completed snowflake. You can make these any size you want on your quilt, and it will look darling to symbolize what happened on the snow day. Keep track of the year and your temperature quilt. Have fun with your quilt, ladies.
All right, gals, so we're going to keep going on with our temperature quilt and adding new things. There's many things to go on. I can see putting a kayak on for days that I go boating, or a tent for days that I'm camping, or maybe a road trip and we're going to put a little car on it. There's many things that happen in your life. Think of other things you could do to it besides just doing stitchery. Maybe putting a couple little appliques on there. It's your temperature quilt. It's your life. This year in your life in fabric. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to get creative at Nana's. Have a great day.